Second.
Yeah, there's maybe, I think there's one item you can get in this sort of path along here. But the real mission in this area in Chapter 2 is inside the dome. There's some reason why I'm showing this battle. Oh, okay, Oversaw. Alright, the Alchemist has an ability, Mix, which is basically the same as Riku's Overdrive from the last game.
Yes.
You mix two items and you see what happens. The effects are... You can guess what the effect generally will be. Like if you use two items that are buffing items, then the effect will be a buff. If you use two attack items, it'll be an attack. If you mix two really different types of items, then that's where you may not be able to guess what's going to happen.
You could go either way.
Yeah, there's my player's guide has a big chart of every possible mix result. Oh, and you can mix two of the same item. But the thing about using mix is you don't want to use it too often, or else you will just run through your item stock. That's why I wanted her to learn one of the other abilities quickly, so that she didn't have to use an item up to gain ability points.
Now she's in free.
Well, oh yeah, because this guy was oversold, I decided he probably had more gil than the average fiend.
Let's get moving.
So you stole it.
Yes.
Too easy.
Dirty Dancing, I believe that makes all of the party's hits critical hits.
Nice.
Alright, so she is now out of stuff to learn as a songstress. Means I will make her something else.
What?
And she's almost out of stuff to learn as a warrior, too. Means she's gonna need a new Dressphere. She'll get one soon enough.
Good. Keep learning stuff.
Yeah, I think... So I'm having everyone learn four... I'm having everyone master 4 different Dresspheres, other than 4 different Dresspheres besides the 2 Dresspheres that function differently on the different characters, and each of their like unique ones. Like I have Pains, I don't have Yunas or Rikus yet, but I get them both soon.
Good.
Wait, no, that doesn't add up. Is it? Yeah, okay, that does add up. I was making sure that everything added up to 17, because that's the number of Dresspheres there are. Yeah, 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Plus 3 is 17. So yeah, the chests haven't all been opened here, which was not how it was last time we were here.
Well, hello.
How's work?
And
It's a
Isaru will
never-ending
explain
struggle.
why.
As you can see, the monkeys are multiplying. They were harassing the tourists. We had to close down.
So Pop got told off by Uni and outsmarted by monkeys. That's gotta hurt.
Oh. Well, I must be going.
Now you behave yourselves.
Hey, if there were more of these little guys, you think the place would empty out?
See, Riku may be a klutz, but she's not stupid.
Just might.
No, she's not.
Alright, so now we are throwing a deliberate, wait for it, monkey wrench into Sid's plans. So there are 24 monkeys in this place. Each of them fancies another one of them. So your job is to pair them up. The trick is that only one pair will be available for bringing together at any given time. And within that pair, you have to start with one. There will be one particular one that you have to take first and bring it to the other one. Their names will give you hints as to which of them go together, but of course, even if you know all of the names, you have to remember which is where. And the visual contrast is not especially high here, so sometimes you won't even be able to tell that a monkey is there, unless you're looking really carefully. I could have used... Go ahead.
I thought that sounds slightly annoying.
Yeah, I could have used the player's guide for this section. I didn't, which meant it was a lot of wandering around, but after I show myself getting the first pair together, I start doing a lot of cutting. Yeah, also, like I said, those chests that were not opened, that's gonna be true throughout the dome. So make sure to check them, because there are a lot of them. Like that one. I don't know how she opened it like that, but... weird graphics. Mana Spring, I forget what that does, but it has something to do with recovering MP, or maybe raising maximum MP for the duration of the battle. Oh yeah, and someone left money in one of these chests. So what I'm wondering is, how do we know the monkeys' names? Do they have name tags? Yes, exactly, especially if all the tourists were driven away. I just keep finding plot holes. No, the answer is probably, we're thinking about this too much.
It's basically speaking of logic then. If nothing makes sense, it's logic.
Also in the NBA, that's the basketball league here, Pro Basketball League, one of the team owners was caught saying some really stupid stuff. Like, that he was telling it was either his wife or one of his friends, he was telling her that she shouldn't bring, like, when she went to the game, she shouldn't have guests there who were African American.
Well, why not?
Because apparently he's a racist prick.
Oh.
Alright, so you want to look for a monkey that has hearts coming out of it. That's the monkey that is, well, the game says in love. But, you know, you might as well. I was going to say, that's the monkey that's horny. If you go... I just wanted to see what happened if you went into that area. The answer is nothing. It will look like you don't have the monkey, but when you go out of that area, you will still have it. I love how Yuna's holding the monkey like keeping it as far away from her as possible. Which, in her situation, I would also do. If you talk to the wrong monkey, then you will lose Gil, but the amount that you lose is so small that it's not really even worth noting. It'll be like 2 to 5 or something like that. And I don't think, like, some of the monkeys steal Gil and some of them don't. Yeah, so at this point, it's not that I didn't know which monkey was paired with which, it's that I didn't know which one was where. Alright, so at this point, I start going through the rest of this in speed mode. Okay, Spring and Autumn. Like, these make sense.
Yeah.
Dusky and Dawn. Rosemary and Thyme, but there's no parsley or sage.
Gosh on it.
Sky, Terran and Sky. Minnie and Max. Summer and Winter. So, you know, if you hear loud monkey noises coming from that area, then it means winter is coming. Beacon Valley. Kennison Filipino. Arrow and Quiver. Gold and Silva. And I think this next one is the last one. Okay, yes. And Luna and Sol. Yeah, this is another thing that you could do in Chapter 3 if you wanted, but I saw no point in waiting.
Solar. Oh.
That powers up your spells, but also makes them cost more MP. So yeah, a good thing if you have the MP to burn, otherwise, maybe not. I think I've mentioned this, but the color of the icon that represents an accessory gives you a general idea of how common it is. If it's bronze, it's common, if it's silver, it's less common, and if it's gold, it's rare.
I don't think you said that before.
Now, that doesn't necessarily give an indication of how good it is, but generally the rarer ones will be better. Alright, so I think around this point is where the game audio will not be heard, because I was a derp and I didn't plug things in correctly. At least I recorded the video, at least it wasn't like that session of Okami, where I went through the whole... What? Oh. Right. Okay, I was thinking, wait a minute, I recorded the audio, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I must have, because I had that image file from Neon Genesis Evangelion, the Zela sound only thing. Yeah, I went through the entire Moon Cave, and maybe I may have even started before that. Beat Orochi, and then while the festival was going on, while there was, all that happy music, at that point I realized that I'd screwed up the whole thing. So I was not happy.
Neither would I if I was in that position.
Yeah, alright, so now we start the actual plot stuff. Alright, so, yeah, that guy, the owner of that NBA team that I mentioned, the person he was talking to was his girlfriend. I just saw it go by on ESPN. And it hasn't been determined for sure that it was him saying that, but people think it was him. Anyway, so this is the first of the 3 spots where you will find uniforms that you can part from their owners. I was trying to run after these guys, but I don't think it's possible to catch them. And while I was running after them, I left a chest behind. Don't worry, I'm just about to go back and get it.
That poor chest, you left it all alone.
Yeah, that would be 2 in this session if I didn't go back and get it.